Alright, so what is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. And as you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail of today's video, we've got a different type of video today. So basically, as you guys know, recently the YouTuber and streamer SypherPK recently uploaded a YouTube video titled "We Need to Talk About Fortnite." And basically, in that video, he gave his opinions on the current state of the game, talked about the competitive side and the casual side of Fortnite. And basically, in today's video, I'm going to be going over that video that he did make, giving my thoughts and opinions on it, and basically just talking about the topic, basically, because if you guys haven't watched that video already, I highly recommend you do. I will leave a link in the description to that video because even though it is around 30 minutes long, he did make some really good points about the game, and I thought it was really interesting. So yeah, if you have some spare time and you haven't seen that video already, I highly recommend you do go and check it out. But basically, I'm just going to be going over a few main points that he did mention in his video and talking about them and giving my thoughts and opinions about the topic. So firstly, I'm going to be talking about the lack of communication between Fortnite and the community. So as you guys know, ever since chapter 2, we've stopped getting patch notes and stuff, every single update. Fortnite haven't really been telling us about the game in terms of some future changes, what we can expect and all that type of stuff, because as you guys know, with season 6, 7, 8 and 9 and all that type of stuff, we got weekly updates, and we got patch notes with every single update talking about everything that's new with the update, bug fixes, new items, details about the new items and stuff, like what chests you can find them in, how much damage they do, what rarities you can get them in and stuff like that. Because when you download an update and you go into a game, you want to know what to expect, and even if there's map changes and even really small changes to the game, you want to know what to expect and what's new with the updates. So yeah, ever since chapter 2, we've stopped getting patch notes, which I'm really not a big fan of, and I don't think anybody in the Fortnite community does like that, because patch notes were really useful, and yeah, I really like reading them and finding out what's new about the game with an update. So yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of that. I mean, as you guys know as well, it did get announced yesterday that season 3 has been extended to June 4th, so that's been extended by a couple of weeks now, which is kind of annoying. But if I'm being completely honest, it was kind of expected in my opinion. As you guys know, with chapter 2 season 2, last season did get delayed by 2 months or something, and now this season has been extended by a few weeks, so it is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. But as you guys know as well, they don't really add in new stuff to the game anymore. We are getting small updates. Well, at the time of recording this video, we did get an update today, and we have got some map changes. I think the shark has been changed, a prison or something. So that's cool, sort of new map change. Obviously there's no new patch notes or something, so we don't really know exactly everything that's new with the update. But I mean, we do know some of the new stuff, so I mean, it is kind of cool that we are getting some new changes, quite a bit more consistently compared to chapter 2 season 1, where we barely got any updates. So yeah, it does seem like we are getting updates every 2 weeks, which isn't too bad. But as you guys know, we haven't really been getting that many big changes with the updates. In terms of the storyline of Fortnite, we haven't really been getting that much information about it. We haven't really been getting that many new stuff in terms of items. There hasn't really been any new events. We did get that Risky Reels live event with Chance the Rapper and stuff, which it didn't really go that well. There's always people building in front of the podium, of the actual screen. It was really the best event in my opinion. I'm sure some people would agree. But I mean, in terms of big seasonal events, we haven't really been getting much, which is kind of disappointing as well. If you guys didn't know as well, on Twitter the other day, the hashtag #RipFortnite was trending. I think it was 10 or 11 or something, trending on Twitter. So yeah, that was I thought that was really interesting because as you guys know, a lot of pro players as well have kind of stopped playing Fortnite and moved on to other games such as Valorant, Warzone and that type of stuff. And this also leads me on to another topic, which is skill-based matchmaking. So as you guys know, skill-based matchmaking is a feature that got added to the game a couple of months back, where basically you just get matched against players of a similar skill rating to you. So basically they determine the skill by your win ratio, your KD, that type of stuff. So for me, I've got a decent sort of KD and that type of stuff, so I always get matched against really sweaty players, and I get put in really sweaty lobbies, and it is really difficult to get wins, I'm not gonna lie. The other day, if you guys didn't know already, I did make a video on the new style for the Deadpool skin, and I made a video trying to get a win using the new style. I played some solos, and I'm not gonna lie, it did take me around 3.5 hours to actually get that gameplay, simply because of skill-based matchmaking. The lobbies are a lot more sweaty, and there's always good players you're matched against, because back in the day, doing season 4, 5 and 6, before skill-based matchmaking was actually added to the game, I would jump into a solo game on update day, land at a new location or use a new item or whatever, get a high kill game, get the win, upload the video, and then boom, it's as easy easy as that, but now it takes at least like 2 hours to get those type of videos, simply because of skill-based matchmaking. The lobbies, especially for myself, are a lot more sweaty, and you get matched against a lot more like good players, so it makes it a lot more difficult to get those type of videos. This also leads me on to another topic as well. Another point that Sypher did make in his video is that casual content is a lot more difficult to make now, and that's why people like C-Day don't really upload as much, because the game isn't really as fun as it used to be, and again, those types of videos is a lot more difficult than it used to be. So obviously, like solo gameplays, those types of videos, you know, it's a lot more difficult. But not only that, casual content. So as you guys know, for example, the Fortnite YouTuber C-Day, he's one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, and he doesn't really upload as much anymore. And I think this is simply because of the fact that A, skill-based matchmaking has kind of ruined the game in that sense, and B, the Fortnite player base is a lot different now. So for example, random duos, as you guys know, doing like season 6 or whatever, or even like before that, random duos used to be one of the most popular Fortnite topics for an actual video. I'd see so many videos, I got my random duo their first win or stuff like that. I got matched with the best duo partner and we got our first win together or something like that. But now those types of videos are pretty much impossible to make, simply because the player base is so much more different. So as you guys know, I actually made a few like random duo videos myself back in the day. But I mean, whenever you like get into a random duo game now, if your teammate does have a mic, the only time they actually really do communicate most of the time is just to make call outs. For example, there's a player over there, I knocked one, that type of stuff, because they just want to get the win. There's a lot more sweaty players, you don't really get matched with the same type of people they used to, and that's why, like for example, videos like random duos are a lot more difficult to make in terms of the content creating side. So again, that kind of adds to the reason as to why Fortnite isn't really the same as it used to be, and making videos as well is a lot more difficult than it used to be. So in my opinion, like coming to the end of this video now, Fortnite needs to definitely bring back weekly updates, especially like with patch notes and stuff, along with these updates. That would definitely improve the game and make things a lot better. Yeah, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section down below though, what are your thoughts on the current state of Fortnite, because in my opinion, Fortnite will never actually die, but it may get less popular over time if they continue to evolve the game in this way. And like as I said, if they just listen to their community a bit more, add what people want, make certain changes that people ask for, and just make the game go towards a certain direction that people want it to go towards, then I think the game could save itself, it could revive itself, I guess you could say, and kind of go back into the state that it did used to be. But anyway, that's the end of this video. I know it is a bit of a different video today, but hopefully you guys did enjoy. I should be uploading another video later on today as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that, have notifications on, and drop a like in the video if you did enjoy. Of course, subscribe to the channel as well. We're on the road to 10k. Let's see if we can hit that by the end of the year. That is the goal. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.